Day, the 10th of October. You're going to hear now, though, from Sam Perkins. You might remember him. He was in the news there. He's a young project manager, an Ironman triathlete from Eastleigh, but was diagnosed with motor neuron disease. And as you know, that is a very cruel and debilitating disease. He's now using a ventilator to breathe. And I spoke to him. I've met him a couple of times. I see some amazing pictures of him down at the City Ground. He's a big Forest fan. Lots of people locally know and love Sam Perkins. I got to meet him at his home when he was doing the London Marathon as an assisted participant back in April. Here's what happened.
So I was very active. Man, it doesn't feel like long ago either, really. We travelled a lot, we led a very active, full-on lifestyle, and to have it taken away in your late 30s is it's just a devastating illness, really. The lack of treatment options, the lack of things to help in any way was just an absolute shock, and the reason that we decided to do whatever we could about it.
What is it in you that made you take that course?
An endurance athlete, actually. What you face doing that is a mental challenge. You spend a lot of time on your own suffering. That's what MND does too as well. But I think you're kind of faced with a choice inside your own head to let the disease dominate, or you can kind of battle against it. But I just felt like whatever I could do to make a bit of a difference, to leave a bit of a legacy, to make my friends and family proud, I just thought I'm going to go out there and do whatever I can. I've been absolutely blown away by the response.
Sam Perkins is an extraordinary man. I meet a lot of people doing this job, go to a lot of people's houses, and there's something about Sam and the way he was and his humour, the way he was with me, that just really stayed with me. And noticing, as I think he alluded to there, how quickly this disease has taken away so much of his life, because I was sort of waiting to see him in the kitchen and looking at pictures of him skiing and running and swimming and seeing how cruelly this disease has taken away so much of that. Well, he started a fundraiser now with a target. It's a big target of £25,000 for MND research, and he wants to highlight the fact there's a 50-50 chance that people who are diagnosed with MND will die within just 2 years. A couple of people to talk to now about this charity and about these challenges. Sam's best man and trustee of the charity is Richard Carey. An award-winning filmmaker, Nottingham Forest director Jonny Owen is also on the phone because he's a patron of Sam's charity Stand Against MND, and they're both on the line now. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. Sam, tell us a bit more Richard, tell us a bit more about Sam. And, I've kind of alluded to his humour and his character, but he's an extraordinary guy.
He really is. I think extraordinary is exactly the right word. Just hearing him there talking about kind of what he's been doing. But, I've known Sam for a long time, and it's been almost 30 years now. Kind of met him at school, and throughout those years, he's kind of retained this brilliant sense of humour. And as you say, his kind of drive and determination and everything that he does really shines through, and no more so since his diagnosis at the age of 37, really.
Yeah, and one of the things I talked to him about, Jonny, was the fact that you get a diagnosis like this and it's completely devastating and obviously life-changing and life-limiting, and you've kind of got two choices, really. You can kind of hide away and just deal with it on your own, or you can go out there and try and do something about it, and he's very much gone that way, hasn't he, Jonny?
Absolutely right, Sarah. I mean, I think, you just said about now, he's faced this head on with an incredible sense of humour as well. He is a wicked swine. That's the thing about him. Yeah. I seen him in London the other week, after the game against Chelsea, and I was like, "Oh, are you going in and doing anything later, mate?" He went, "Yeah, I'm off to see Richie." I was thinking, oh, who's Richie? And he went, Sunak. He was off to see the Prime Minister that day. Like, that was him all over.
Really?
He's always got, so he had to receive an award. He's always got a glint in his eye. He's faced this head on, as you say. And I've been honoured to be a patron this last 2 years, and what he's achieved already has been remarkable. And I'm very happy to get behind this as well, this 50-50 scheme that he's got, where he's asked 50 people to raise £500 each to raise £25,000. And we're all going to get behind it and help him every way we can, really, because like you said, he's faced it with great courage and humour. And I love the guy, like we all do. And at Forest, he's a big part of the match day. Everybody knows him and sees him. And it's just great to be a part of it, really.
So what kind of challenges will people be doing?
I don't know. I think it's up to anybody whatever they want to do. I mean, if you just want to donate the £500, that's fine, or you can sort of like saying do sponsored runs and all kinds of things. I think it's up to the person. I mean, I'll put it out on my social media. My wife Vicky, she'll put it out in social media as well, and I think Sam will be doing the same. Natalie Jackson's a big supporter, so the details will all be on there. It'll be a Just Giving page. There's a website which is Stand Against MND, which anybody can access and find out the details. But I think it's just an initiative where he said, look, he's trying to get these people, because it comes from this diagnosis that there's a 50% chance you'll die within the first 2 years of diagnosis of this horrendous disease. It is, all diseases obviously are horrendous, but this one is particularly awful in what it does. But Sam has survived longer, and so he wants to set up this thing. And his next birthday, everybody that takes part in it is invited to his birthday, and he does enjoy a party as well. So it should be some occasion.
Richard, what are you going to be doing? What people are going to be doing for this?
Well, I know that last time when we did Sam's 40, we had a whole range of activities that were taking place. There was a karaoke night, there was a pub quiz. I think some of the ideas that came forward were really good. So yeah, we're looking forward to kind of hearing everybody's ideas, really, and seeing what wonderful ways people can kind of get involved in this.
And what about the research then? Because we heard it from Sam himself that when you get a diagnosis of MND, it's pretty bleak in terms of the lack of options, the lack of treatments, the lack of maybe hope, really.
Absolutely, and I think Sam's mantra is the fact that it's not that there isn't a cure, it's just that we just haven't found that cure yet, and the main reason for that is the lack of research and or the lack of funding into the research to be able to do that. And that's why, when Sam set up this campaign for the 50-50 campaign, he wanted all the funds that we raise from this to go to research. As a charity, we guarantee that at least 75% of the donations we receive go towards research, and it's just because it's so vital just to be able to push things forwards.
Yeah, well, thanks for telling us about it. And Jonny too, Jonny Owen, film director and patron of this charity, and husband of Vicky McClure. I didn't like to introduce you like that because that gets a bit annoying.
I don't mind. I don't mind. Listen, it doesn't bother me. Just quickly before I go, because you were just talking about nicknames, and I was down in Wales last weekend, the land of the nickname, and I kept hearing about, they'd be talking about somebody called Man-Bat. And I was thinking, what's Man-Bat? Yeah. And then I said, who are you talking about? And somebody turned around and went, oh, his name is Wayne Bruce. So they call him Man-Bat, Batman the other way around.
That's good. That's so clever. That's so clever.
Yeah, Wayne Bruce, Man-Bat in Wales. There you go.
Thank you very much. I really like that. Jonny Owen, say hi to Vicky for us as well, and look out for ways that we can all perhaps take part in this. It's a new fundraiser with a target of £25,000 for research into motor neuron disease. It's called the 50-50 campaign. You'll see more from Sam and about the campaign on East Midlands Today this evening, actually, on BBC One from 6:30. He's honestly a really, really inspiring guy.